You tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending hundred like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending hundred like every single day. RPX. Yeah, just the RPX where you can sit back and catch a vibe at. But your mind gotta be open like a surgeon with a scalpel. Mixed with the tips that can help with the mental, also the spiritual, and even the physical. The way she break it down, you don't need a visual. Always keep it fair and also critical. Everything is clear, ain't no need for subliminals. Growth is essential. The love is not rental. You might be perplexed, but it's so simple. If you wanna know how you can interact, just hit the IG or the clock or where it at. So come get involved. It don't even cost. Just hit the DM if you need to talk. So all my good people out there, stay blessed and make sure you tune in to the RPX. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending hundred like every single day. This ain't no shade, this ain't no flex. Just make sure you tune to the RPX. Stay dropping jewels all on the airways. Keep sending hundred like every single day. RPX.
Chill. Here we are again. Another Thursday on the X Radio here on Glockaware, where you can find us every Thursday, 6 p.m. And if we're not, you can go ahead and check out our past episodes on YouTube, of course. This is our 6th season. So there's plenty of episodes to watch. Yeah. And if not, there's 21 shows on Glockaware. I'm sure there's something that'll tickle your fancy. As I mentioned, if you're listening and you want to join in, watch us, and be the weird voyeurs that you are, go ahead, go to YouTube, type in Glockaware, and hit the live link. So, as I mentioned, this is the X Radio. Thank you for joining in. I am your host, Rosie Porter, also known as the RPX. And, of course, this month I have my friend Mar from Expressive Illustrations co-hosting with me, and she brought all her friends this month. Who do we have today, Mar?
Today we have Miss Luna Jung.
That's just a fun name.
How do you say your last name? Is that right?
Luna Young.
Luna Young?
Luna Young, yeah.
Yo, I'm cracking up. Never knew that.
All Mar right. likes to make people new names for people anyway, so it's cool.
She's forever young. Luna Young. She is an artist. She is amazing. When we first met, we had this connection where like we were reading each other's mind without talking too much, and it was telepathy. Like totally rad. And I was like, we're gonna be friends forever now.
You guys were on the same wavelength.
Yes,
literally.
She's a reader, she's a healer, she's a multi-dimensional time-space bender and holistic wellness practitioner. Her business is called Mind Body Source. It has been proclaimed the holistic headquarters for basically spiritual well-being, spiritual living. Yeah,
I'm just excited. I'm sorry. I'm checking out your candles.
Yes, and her
they
candles
smell so good.
Y'all, I have so many stories. This is actually one of the candles I bought from her. It's kind of used. It was a ancestors candles.
Wait a minute. We use it as kind of used. What does that mean?
I used it.
Oh, that so particular one.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I thought you meant like you bought it used. And I'm like, well,
no.
Please explain the purpose of that to me. Is there some mystic being in the candle or something?
Listen,
woo!
Basically
12 o'clock.
Whatever that we're going to get into the intentional candles, and you're going to hear stories, and it's going to be amazing. But if you could just say hello to the people and tell them a little bit more about yourself.
Yeah, this one looked like it smelled super good. Sorry. All right.
So as Mars just lovely introduced me, my name is Luna Young. I'm a multi-dimensional artist and healer and a reader. Art is healing. I've been balancing my chakras for several years now. Once I learned about chakra healing, I knew that I had to share it with the people. And so I found ways to introduce chakra healing into my art. I'll DJ and throw different frequencies on there. Each of the candles that I make at Mind Body Source, they activate and open a different chakra. What else? I feel like
that was a lot.
Yeah,
that was perfect. A lot. Yeah, that is a lot right there.
That was perfect. Yeah. So can we talk about mind body source? Like, why do
Yeah.
you call your business mind body source?
Okay. All right. So if we talk about that, we have to go into the origin story, which is really just I found myself so disconnected. I feel like we're in a mental health epidemic right now, and
Facts.
I didn't know how to take care of myself. I didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't until I started connecting to nature, really sitting with nature, sitting with myself. Um, I learned more about myself, and I realized that all of my like almost every single one of my issues could be connected to a chakra imbalance, and that it was from a disconnection to myself, my energy body. And the steps that I took was I reconnected with my mind, I reconnected with my body, and then I reconnected with source. Let me not even say steps because it wasn't in any sort of order, but those
Right.
three things had to happen for like harmony and peace to be found within me. And so that's what I offer the people through my source.
Yes.
How did you decide to become a practitioner and help others?
It's funny that you asked that. This was kind of always my goal. So part of you know why I started Mind Body Source is because I started getting into holistic health. I was raised by a family of nurses. I was always in the conventional healthcare system, but I still was not
Western
well.
medicine,
That sick
yeah.
care was not helping me. And I actually so I went to school. I got my degree in psychology. I was going to be a therapist.
Beautiful.
And I think therapy is definitely a beneficial modality, but it wasn't for me.
Enough.
It wasn't, and yeah, counseling was just not, counseling in that aspect just wasn't for me.
I
you
feel
know?
you.
Yeah.
I had a similar journey. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely, had the Western medicine business, tried it out, realized, this is not doing anything for me. I'm
Right.
on these medications and
it's
I'm
just
not-
temporarily foggy, like helping it,
Yes.
but not really getting to the source.
right. You know what? That's a good way of putting it. And yeah, definitely, I had to seek out other things.
Yeah. So, and that's how I got here. And I'm the type of person, like, I'm driven by change. And once I was able to change myself, like, how could I not share that with others?
Right.
You know, like, people,
Right.
there are people, I can see people need change, people want change. Like, how can I not give that?
That's
Yeah.
give
just
that
the
back?
healer within you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to pause for a minute because first of all, I'm all discombobulated with these damn chords. Second of all, may you please shut that door because the Ice Cream
Yes.
Man song is not any of our favorites in here. And can you flip that switch on the gray box if you don't mind? Let's get some cool air in here. Yes, ma'am. Up. That's it. We're done. Now we have refreshing air.
Damn. Yes, people say, self care and therapy are two different things.
Just make sure you speak into the microphone.
Oh, okay. Hello, guys.
There you go.
Self care and therapy are two different things, and healing in other ways besides therapy is a big thing that I wanted to bring focus to. Just seeing what other options are out there besides going and spending a lot of money that a lot of people don't have to sit down and get a therapist and talk to them about their problems and da 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 da. So when I met you and I already kind of felt your healer energy, but then like getting your candles and then seeing the actually having, like, I got the ancestor candle, guys, and my one friend that was in the room. Oh, story time, real
This is
quick.
my favorite.
Okay,
Let's go.
so my one friend was first of all, okay. Yes. Did I even tell you the story?
Yes, it's my
Okay,
favorite
cool.
story.
It's a really cool lit story, but I'm gonna be real fast with it. So I had
Let's
a
go.
tough day. I put my candle on top of something or whatever. It actually ended up, like, because I was near paper or something else, it ended up like starting a fire.
Mar.
But that's not like what I'm trying to sell right now or whatever. But it actually,
Wow.
and it ended up
Please be careful where you
Yeah,
place the
Yes.
candles.
good thing
Don't
that
leave
this
your
is-
candles alone.
Thank
Yeah.
you. This
They're like children, yes.
and my what it ended up burning though was my picture of my parents, which you would think I was very sad, but I kind of was like, I probably needed. I was depending too much on a picture, and I feel like sometimes when God like sees that you're like too much into something, He's like, take it away.
Like idolatry type business.
Yeah,
Kind of,
like,
right?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, you never want to do overextend, you know. But anyway, so we like I still had the candle left, and I still had other candles left. So we lit the candle, and then my one friend that actually like sees ancestors had saw a certain ancestor come into the room, but she couldn't look at it. It was like a lot going on and stuff or whatever. And then it led me to me talking about like certain things on like who I am and what my ancestors were trying to communicate with me. It was another time I lit the candle, and I actually I for the first time had seen an ancestor and helped somebody else, like they were communicating through me to them. But you don't have to get into all of that. I don't want to scare anybody. But what I'm saying is, whatever intentional
Said
thing
this was not a ghost story intentionally, however.
yeah, all I'm saying is like her candles really, really work. Like it literally said, you know, connect with your ancestor, connect with your root, align your, you know, she has messages. What's the?
That's the wait, what's it made of?
Yeah.
That one's a palm tree.
Palm tree, yes. So you're really getting in touch with nature. They smell so good, and they
Right, I
have
was
the
just
little crackle
sniffing
sound
all
when you light them.
It has
Like,
the
they're
wooden
so
wick. I was
amazing.
saying that is one of my favorite wicks. I know that sounds strange, but if you're into candles, like you probably agree. And some of these, they're coconut shells, so it's
Yeah.
natural. They
Yeah.
smell good. They look good.
Which one's calling to you right now?
I don't know. This one is just pretty. That one was pretty. I said, "Oh my god, I need to smell
And you
it."
put crystals in them.
Yeah, I noticed
and
there's crystals,
herbs.
there's sparklies,
Hey, this one
there's
has
you know.
cinnamon.
All natural essential oils. Really,
This one
it's
smells like lemongrass. Doesn't
yes,
have lemon.
that's
Yeah.
amazing.
All
Your
right.
nose is on it.
A bloodhound.
So definitely let me know whichever one is calling to you. That's the chakra that is
That's the
seeking
one
to be
I need.
activated. Yeah, we can definitely.
I don't know.
work
We'll
on
have to
that.
marinate on it. All right.
So what's the biggest thing you've learned like through your journey? I know it's probably a lot, but like
Yeah, I feel
through
like
your journey of self-healing.
It's so every day is a lesson, and every day I learn something, and I'm like, whoa, okay, I have to really integrate that. But part of
Right.
that lesson is that the biggest lesson is that I've had to learn to trust myself, to actually
Mm.
listen to my
Yo.
intuition.
Yes.
Listen to my gut. Listen to and past just my intuition, like also listening to source. Because there's like a slight differentiation between the two. Like
Yeah.
sometimes our bodies just know what's up, and sometimes source is really talking to you, like, hey,
Yeah.
what's going
yeah, you
on?
definitely have to
Mhm.
differ. How do you think people are best to differentiate?
Okay. So that's another really being comfortable questioning. I feel like a lot of times we can get really flustered with ourselves when we ask hard questions and we don't have an answer to them. And it's okay. Truly I've learned that when you ask a question, spirit will respond to you in
Yeah.
some way. That's why we
Yeah.
pay attention to the synchronicities, to the numbers, to the symbols. Oh, this specific bird keeps flying outside your window. It's not random.
I saw 2 Orioles last week. I'm like, that's not by
Yeah.
accident. Because an Oriole, like it was the jet black with the bright orange wing, and it
my
just
gosh.
stands out to you, you know?
Yeah.
For me, personally, I never trusted my intuition. I always dampened it. I always ignored it. I always told myself I was paranoid. XYZ, whatever else, all the other excuses we make up for self. And I had like this traumatic experience in life, and then I was like, oh my God, you were right the whole time. You were right the whole time. I really ground myself up. And but that was the moment where I was like, what you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So now you just gotta really, now that you know, pay attention to yourself.
Yeah.
Yes.
And even today, I had a moment, and I was like, is this intuition or is this anxiety?
Yeah.
And I was like, it's anxiety.
Yeah.
Move forward.
You
It's
asked that
anxiety.
question.
Like, you have to pause.
Yeah.
And sometimes, like you said, just be patient with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
We want instant gratification so badly as humans, right? We live in a microwave society, and we want to know whatever it is, we want to resolve, we want to do now. So be patient with yourself. Patience, they really say, is a virtue, and it is. It's not easy. You have to be patient with yourself. Learn to be patient. Learn to just kind of sit things out sometimes. And as a human, it's not easy all the time. And different, of course, personalities are more aggressive than others, and that causes, conflict as well. But yeah, if you just sit with it, like you said, eventually you'll just know.
Yeah. I think, like you said, like key for me, like when I'm trying to just trust myself and figure out what spirit or what God, what source is trying to tell, I definitely like the synchronicities are real. Like I'm like, okay, I'm gonna pray on this. I'm gonna meditate. Like if go, maybe I'll try something just to try it, and then literally my stomach will start hurting, or I start getting a headache. Like my body is literally like, no, that wasn't the right choice, or whatever. And just like, but then like I try something else, and then like something as simple as I saw a Target bag with gray boots in my basement. Then when I went to this place that I really didn't want to go to, but spirit was leading me there or whatever, the girl had on the same boots and the Target bag on her arm, and that for me was a synchronicity. I was like, okay, cool. Lord, source, like universe, I'm doing the right thing. So those little things are like lead me into the right way. And literally my heart and I'm a big headache person. So if I start getting a headache, it's usually something off. It's something I need to pay attention to. And just being, patience is key. Cause like sometimes we do want to just go for the juggler, but then it's like, no, let me just wait and see it unfold for itself. And mindfulness, which we're basically talking about today, is the most important thing. So just being aware of your thoughts, understanding like I'm a very like, okay, let me think more positively, or let my thoughts come in and
You have to
like
calm yourself, calm your mind,
just take a step
so
back.
you can really digest and process.
That's really when you're asking that question, like, is this me or is this anxiety? Like when you're having all of these thoughts in your head and you're running around, and you aren't giving yourself that space to breathe, like how can you even know who's talking? Because sometimes we call it anxiety, and that is like a name for the thought aspect of it, or the physiological aspect. But a lot of times what I've also learned doing this energy work is that we are very influenced by the people around us, and the thoughts that we have really
might not be our own.
might not be ours, and we're just picking up on that, but we're not used to, we haven't cleared our space to know what is belongs in my space, what is actually mine, and what is of the external.
And I always say, like, so all of the anxiety, just a lot of these things, I call them superpowers. So it's like, okay, we have anxiety, but do we really, or do we just have a high sense of what might happen? We feel energy a little bit more. We're trying to analyze and plan for the future, just kind of looking at it in that way. Not saying that we're supposed to have anxiety. No. It's still, like we said, it's your thoughts, it's self-talk, it's a lot of different things, but kind of just like you leading to just balancing your powered, learning how to, just like in the superhero movies, they go to school.
At first, they break stuff trying to figure it out. Then they're like all smooth with it, right?
Right. They're like, okay, I got this. I just need to train myself. So that's basically what these services are for. You have all these amazing superpowers that the world has tried to tell you that you can't live this way. You're not supposed to do this. This is crazy. In reality, it's just, how do you use it for the best? How do you maneuver? How do you decrease whatever you need to decrease? How do you increase whatever you need to increase? I keep on looking at. So guys, she has tarot cards. Yay! But well, before the tarot cards, if we can just get into, so if you guys both want to say your definitions of what intention means.
Intention, the word intention is that you did something on purpose,
Okay.
or you are creating something on purpose.
All right. Intention.
Okay. I like all those words, creation and purpose. Intention is a combination of, it's a directed thought and feeling, directed mind and body towards a purpose, towards a goal, towards something. It literally could be anything, but just directing that energy towards one thing.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I didn't look up Western because I don't believe in Western's definition. So I feel like those those are good definitions of what intentions are. Like, when do you guys, if you do, when do you set intentions?
Yeah.
During what scenario? During what times?
Every
During
day.
every
Every
day?
day, every
Okay.
moment. If there's something that I want to accomplish, if I have a goal, I need to set an intention. I wake up, I do my meditations, and after I do my meditation,
You
um,
light your candle.
got the candle busting. Sometimes it'll go all night, but don't do that. I just know. I'm like pretty comfortable
She's
about
like, I
it.
make them, so I can do that.
Right.
I don't recommend it. But yeah, literally every morning, and there we have different kinds of intentions. But just setting that intention at the start of your day, and then checking in with yourself, throughout the day, making sure you're living up to that intention. And if you're not, creating a new intention to help you keep on track with the intention. I feel like intention is just another way of saying one point in mind. When we have a
Okay.
one point in mind, we want that all throughout the day, at all times.
Yeah, yeah. Do
I
you
like
set
that.
intentions, Rose?
Um,
Not really.
no, I do. Like she said, in the evening, I know what I need to do the next day. In the morning, I might need to revise it depending on how I feel, or whatever's going on. And like you said, throughout the day, sometimes
Yeah.
it's like, well, I can tweak it over here and do this a little bit later or do this tomorrow and
Yeah.
make things work out. But it's one of those things where you have to stay focused on the goal,
Hmm.
but sometimes there's room to move.
Yeah, like just did an intention before. That's what we were doing outside before we came in here, and literally, like, we did meditation. But I was saying in my head, I wasn't like saying this is going to go exactly how I want it to go. That wasn't my intention, right? It was like it's going to go exactly how it's supposed to go. We're going to align how we need to. We were spirit's going to speak how it should. So make more generalized intentions, and I feel like life just flows a little watery,
Well,
like,
I mean,
better.
with expectations
does help.
are what, yeah, expectations make us disappointed, right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of times we have expectations that just maybe aren't realistic.
Right, right.
And so just to be able to go with the flow, first of all, takes practice.
I mean, how
Trust
can you
in
have an
yourself.
expectation? If I don't know about anyone else, but I like to do new things each day. I challenge myself, and it's like I had to talk to myself, like, how can I have an expectation on how this is gonna look when I've
If
never
I've
done this
never
before?
done it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, it just have to.
Yeah.
I'm
let
gonna
it
give it a
happen.
whirl and see how it goes, right?
Period. So I have a fun little game. It's very, very short. So
Is that what this water is?
that's what this stuff is for. Dude, I'm not.
I hope it's water. It's a clear
Yes, it's
liquid.
water.
Okay.
It is water. Yes, PG over here. So, so I have a crystal,
Yes.
a journal, water, and an intentional candle.
You see how the air just went off right as you're about to light that. That was just so perfect. Thank you.
Yes. So what's going to happen is I'm going to say a scenario that might happen in life, and then Rose is going to say a scenario that might happen in life. But in between, like before she says it or I say whatever, you're going to grab one of the items and you're going to say a short, fun way we can set an intention with that item.
Okay.
Do you use items when you set intentions sometimes?
Whatever is handy.
Okay,
Yeah, so
excellent.
I think I'm good.
You are the intention queen, so I thought that would be a thing, but I just had to make sure. Okay, so right now, the first scenario. Okay, I am about to go into my first day of work, but I know it's going to be a lot of drama. Which one? And what intention am I setting?
All right, we're gonna go.
I know this one. I got one immediately.
All right, I'm gonna
Work drama.
I'm gonna go with the crystal.
Ooh.
That is a good one.
You're gonna be going into a space. You want to carry something with you that's gonna keep you grounded, keep you balanced, and keep all those negative energies just outside of your space. So I'm gonna go with the crystal. Set the intention. Hold the crystal. Set your intention, but take that John with you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay,
right. Put it in your
okay.
pocket, wear it.
Yeah.
Put it in your bag,
Yeah.
on your desk.
What are some things you're gonna do with the crystal for the people who don't know how crystals work?
Yeah. Crystals are a meditative tool. they help access the different energies that are around us. So the same way, we're talking about setting our intentions, when I like I am and I will intentions. So, I am strong, I am powerful, I am courageous, or I will, stay in my center. I will be at peace. Thank you. Yes, I will be at peace. So, you create your affirmation, you hold the crystal, you take your deep breaths in for 4 breaths, hold it, let it out, 4 breaths, hold it. Repeat that a couple times with your crystal and repeat your affirmations. And yeah, once you put the affirmation into the crystal, put it in your pocket and bring it with you. And whenever you're going throughout the day, if you need that reminder, if you feel like you're drifting, just hold on to your crystal, just recenter yourself back to this peace that you brought with you.
Beautiful. And this one is the love crystal, so it's actually the perfect one to bring in, because when you're dealing with trauma and hostile environments, you just have to remember to love on yourself and just love the people around you, even through the adversity. All right, what's yours? I'm so ready.
I'm gonna drink the water. Because you gotta you said I can take one of these and use it. I'm gonna drink the water. And I'm gonna stay hydrated and flow like water. I'm gonna stay fluid.
Yes, like water.
Woo! That's excellent. So water, I usually, yes, you talk to the water.
Yes, some people do they pray into it.
Yeah.
They talk to it. Then
When
they
you
drink it.
drink it, it's like, woo.
I'm gonna drink it. I'm gonna
Excellent.
stay hydrated.
Now, can you give her a scenario to set her attention, like I did?
Can I give you guys a scenario?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Why is this so hard? I hate it when you put me on the spot. All right, you got to do a radio show, and you've never done it before. What do? Which one do you take?
I would journal. I'm gonna take the journal. I'm going to write down all of the thoughts that are in my head first off, just to get them out, right? And then I'm going to create an image of myself of how I'd like the thing to go. We don't have expectations, but trying to what do I want to receive from this? What do I want to give from this? And just put that all on paper and just create this visual, create this scene. Just so that the universe has something to go by. So it's not all random,
Right.
Yeah,
That's good. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah, map it out. I love it. Yeah, writing is a good reflective tool to just get your thoughts out, release also, and just like kind of see what's going on, but also like set your intentions. Because I feel like every single thing I've written down, except the millionaire thing, has literally came into fruition.
It's
right?
okay.
It's like divine timing. I get it, but
I would say that's probably like the most comfortable for somebody that's not familiar with any of this.
Yeah.
Because
go back to kindergarten with it.
That's what I was about to say. We've had to write things down for school, our thoughts, our feelings. My son even said he had to write in phys ed. I said, what did you have to write? Yeah, I've never heard of that, right? So I'm like, well, what did you have to write? We had to write about a game we played. I was like, that's peculiar. I've never heard of that before. However, you're writing, right?
Right.
So you're writing about what you know, what you experienced, what you might want to do better, different next time.
Because otherwise your mind is just some people.
Yeah,
I know
a lot
mine
of people.
races. Man.
A lot of people.
Yeah. Okay, so this last scenario, you just broke up with your boyfriend.
Oh, can I answer this one?
Yeah.
I'm going to write it all down, then I'm going to burn it in the candle.
I was about to say the candle, we got to put the candle in there.
I
then
do have a love spell candle exactly for this.
And then we're going to hold on to the rose quartz everywhere we go.
Oh, you're just using all of them.
Yeah. You got to use all the tools.
You need,
Probably
And I'm going to
take a
stay
love spell
hydrated because
bath.
it's good for
you
me.
need all the power.
Nah, but I don't know how you feel about baths, but submerging ourselves in water too, getting
Yeah.
on the inside and the outside.
A lot of people are, I'm not saying bats are good. I'm saying bats are good. But don't get hung up. If you don't like baths or you don't have a bath, you can do the same cleansing ritual in the shower. Just imagine all the negative bullshit going down the drain with the dirt.
Yeah.
I love that. I love that.
It's a good one, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So everyone just do that later.
So I feel like for intention setting, you have, reflection. You have just kind of figuring out what you want to happen, but don't put so much, specificity on it. If that's a word, I don't know that word, but you got specifics on it. Also, not too many expectations, but just like setting in on, okay, I hope or I wish or this is what I always say. I honor this. I hope for the or I forget what I say. Oh, I bring in this. I bring in love. I bring in openness. I bring in communication. So those are some things I do when I'm using these materials to intention setting. I know you offer not only candles, not only tarot readings, but also your teas. Can you tell us about your herbal teas that are bomb.com? And I don't even like tea like that. Let's
The
get it.
healing teas, yeah.
Yes.
So everything has a different intention. We have we have the clarity, we have the vitality. These are all the different intentions that we bring. And like you were saying, when we drink this water is healing, right? And so when we mix it with the power of the herbs, when we I choose these herbs intuitively. Right, and it's amazing when I find I'll choose them intuitively, and then I'll science it and look it up and
you're
find
like, I was spot on.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. And so we're bringing in all of this herbal power, bringing in all this intention. I remember we had that one event, and sometimes I have ones that I prepackage and I'll sell, but sometimes I just am cooking up in the crock pot.
Yeah.
And we were at an event one time, and then I made this throat chakra tea that I don't know why spirit was leading me to make this throat chakra tea, but then when we pulled up, we pulled up Mars, you were just you wore blue for that was your whole intention. You were like, yeah, I'm focused on my throat chakra today.
That's
yes,
what it
I remember
was.
that. Yeah, chakra babe. Yeah, that was your teas, especially the clarity one, because I feel like when I do events, my mind is on so many things, and just like I feel like I was definitely in the period when we kind of met. I was going through the breakup. I was going through so many things, but I'm still trying to make sure I'm healing everybody else and doing my job. But as soon as I drank the tea, I was like, I came back to you like, oh, which one is that? You were like, I didn't even know it was the clarity one, but you were like, it's clarity. I was like, oh, that makes sense. Yeah, this stuff works. I appreciate you. Like every time your drones be hitting right on point, whatever I need. And I love that's how spirit works. Like it just lines it up exactly how it needs to be lined. Right. With intention setting, what are some you feel like just out of all the years you've been doing it, what are some challenges that you've went through or people have experienced with intention setting?
First, it's definitely getting clear on what the intention is. Just on the first creation step, definitely getting clear on what the intention is. On the preservation step, like staying motivated, while you're trying to keep up this intention, and then also in that questioning whether you're setting the right intention. We talked about, getting these external energies within you. And sometimes it's just, you just start to question yourself, especially when the intention is manifesting, but yet you still have not yet seen the results yet, And so
it's like going to the gym the first week, right? Yeah. You're tired. You hate it. You're mad. You didn't lose any weight. Like, why am I going back next week? Right.
But then it's like, week 3, 4, 5, 6.
Right. You're like, oh yeah, now I know. Okay. Right. Exactly.
So I had a very weird story, but about like, I guess it was just, I think it's around manifestation too. But I literally was like talking to my friend or whatever, because they asked me how I was feeling, and I was like, yeah, I was feeling, I guess, the breakup or whatever. And I was just like, yeah, I just really don't understand, like, why he didn't say bye. So I was like, yeah, like, I really wish, and this is, I don't know if it was like manifestation, like realm or days, because everything I was manifesting, from the parachute to like wanting strawberries to eat and then being right there, like everything was happening. So my ass must have forgot or something. So I literally like put that intention, like, yeah, I just wish he would say bye, and just like put that manifestation.
Then it happened?
It happened, but it wasn't a good drawing, like he came and said bye.
You weren't very specific about how it was supposed to go down.
And that's one of the challenges, I feel like, is sometimes we want certain things or we intend for certain things, but we don't like know how the intention is about to come about too. It's like, yeah, you might think, oh, like, I'm just gonna set this like very minor intention, and it's gonna be roses and flowers, and then it comes, but it comes stirred up in a pot, and you ain't even know how to get it out. So
That's
Right.
that's definitely where I feel like the journaling comes in.
Yeah.
You know, really like.
yeah, I had my sound bowl. I wasn't playing. I was like, okay, transmute.
Right.
So tell us about your beautiful, beautiful tarot card.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tarot cards. Yeah, the cards are honestly definitely part of the healing journey that I was on. Like I said, I had to connect to my mind, body, and source. And the tarot cards don't lie. They are a connection to spirit. They're a connection to the universal, like consciousness. Really, it's not left to chance. And so as soon as I started to learn the cards, I learned so much about myself.
Yeah.
Girl, yes.
Yeah. When I was like younger, my parents were very religious, and they said that was like
Oh yeah, that's
devil.
the devil.
horrible. Yeah, like
Even you know, woke people kind of struggle with that sometimes
Yeah.
because they feel, listen, if you're connected to source, you don't need a middleman, right?
right.
But we all have different gifts, and so that's how some people receive.
Yeah.
I would also I've been setting up in Rittenhouse in different parks, and just like I wanted to share the gift, right? And so I've been conversing with people, and the number one thing that I'm hearing is fear. I'm hearing a lot of fear, and the fear that I'm hearing is people being afraid of knowing the future, because there's a misconception that once you know the future, it's predetermined.
But it's
Yeah.
not set in stone.
But that's the whole
That's just
purpose
the
of-
energy of the way
Yeah.
things are moving,
You know?
current path of things.
Right. And so once we know,
You can change it.
simple,
Know better,
Ashe.
do better, know better, do better.
Yeah, facts.
I feel like some things I've learned, like just from tarot card reading, is a lot of the stuff, like me being like a healer and in touch, right? But a lot of the stuff is just mirroring. It's like, okay, I needed to hear that. I kind of forgot that, but I kind of knew this, but I needed to hear that. Sometimes when
like
I
the
get
oracle
read.
cards.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, those are a big
Yeah,
oracle
they're a
cards.
good reminder.
Yeah, yeah.
They're
And
definitely
then,
a good reminder.
like, I feel like just definitely because people will get scared that it's like literally saying your life
Right.
on the. They're like, how do you know? But I feel like you said, like the or when I think of religion, right? If I watch a sermon, the pastor is speaking to my soul. He doesn't know me from a can of paint, right? Or I go on Instagram and I end up listening to this song that's helping me get the message that I just prayed about that God wanted me to say. So I feel like for me, just for my personal, this isn't like what everybody else feels, but for me, like God speaks through the cards, like when I get read, or when like he's literally using this as another stream, like signs and certain things to communicate certain things that, yeah, you know better, you do better. But yeah, and I think definitely once I noticed, like once I actually gave the cards a chance, and now I'm not like you, but I do read them sometimes for myself or for friends, and yeah, it's just really helped my life out. Even though like this morning I had pulled a card and it said competition, and I didn't know what it was talking about, but I couldn't even be mad at it because like you said, the cards never lie. So I'm like, okay, I'm not going to stress about this right now. Like it's going to literally come when it comes. If it it always comes, you know, like I'll know what it was trying to say. But it be moments like that too with the tarot cards, and you be like, what is they talking about? But it always becomes clear.
Definitely, it's a message.
Yeah.
It's a message to hold on to and look out for.
So what are some ignorances you've like heard when it comes to it?
Yeah. So yeah, I mentioned the fear. People are afraid of what they don't know. And that's really it right
Yeah.
there. People are afraid of what they don't know. And they're not willing to ask questions. They just want to stay within their ignorance and stay unknowing. Yeah, that's really, I don't know, that's really like the biggest one.
What are 3 things that really have like positives that you've gained from using them?
Self-understanding. Self-understanding. I found a lot I definitely pick up on a lot of energy symbols and a lot of energy signals. And the cards put into words. It's funny because it's a picture,
Mhm.
but when you see the picture, you tell
You
a
pick it
story,
out.
and there are words to your experience, to my experience.
That's so
Um,
true. Sometimes you'll flip a bunch of cards. And it's like, oh well, this and this and this, and you'll talk about tell this little story as you're flipping them out.
And it just makes so much sense. It's also
Yeah.
helped me not just understand myself, but also understand others. That has been very, very helpful. When we can understand others, you can have more empathy for them. And you said 3 things that the cards have helped me. They also just helped me access my power. Like specifically for me,
Yeah.
like I recognized, I was like, oh snap, I'm powerful. Like I know how to do things, and the cards are telling me I can do them. So
Right. Confirmation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Big confirmation.
Going back to the intuition, that's a
Yeah.
good one too, because then you can confirm.
Mhm.
Oh, I already know.
Mhm.
Alright.
I had this feeling, and now I can confirm. Okay, I didn't just make this up.
Yeah, yeah. My one friend, she was like talking about all this stuff she was going through, and I like just gave her advice from the kindness of my heart. I was just like, "Well, girl, you gotta do this, and you just mad about this, and you gotta stop worrying." Da, 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 da. And then we pulled the card, and it literally read what like the cards read exactly what I had said to her, and I was like, "See, intuition be knowing." Period.
It's what
So-
cognizance.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Clairvoyance.
No, there's
There are
5.
Yeah.
And they all have different things. Some people can smell, some people know, some people feel, some people hear, some people see.
Talk about
Yes.
it.
Yes.
I love it. All right, we are ready for this collective reading.
Oh,
if you are
snap.
ready.
Okay. All
Do we
right.
have to do anything?
You guys can I'll have y'all shuffle the cards. When I do a reading, I have whoever is with me
Oh, so
shuffle
their
the
energy
cards.
can get on it.
Exactly. So you can shuffle. You can just split it up. Just cut the deck. However.
Some people tell
Playing
them
spades.
to. That's when some people say like, set your intention. You know, X. Get to know. The
So what are we
cards.
gonna find out here?
It could
Whatever
be,
the
it could be anything.
cards want to tell.
Yes.
Listen, Spirit, don't put all my business out here. I'm okay with some of it, but don't put all of it out there. Let's keep it light.
What card is that? That's a giant. That is an important card. We'll pull 2. What should we beware of? What should we beware of? Ooh, okay. And a message from Spirit.
Do you
Alright.
read reversals?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I do. Oh, do I read reversals? You got to. You got to, yeah.
Some people don't. Some people don't take falling cards. Some people
What?
don't read reversals.
There-
Fallen card is the one.
Right. Alright, got the 4 of Pentacles. Ooh. The 4 of Pentacles reversed is telling us... I'm just going to give it the whole jump. Let me not even dissect it. Yeah, first off, we need to be comfortable with whatever is coming to us. We need to be comfortable with whatever is coming to us. We need to be aware of holding on to... It's fine. We need to be comfortable with what's coming to us, but we need to be aware of holding on to our comforts. You know, we have to know that what is meant for us will come to us, and that we can't receive abundance if we're holding on to everything we have. It's a reciprocal. We have to give and we'll receive. Additionally, Spirit wants us to know that everything that we've been working on will come to fruition. There's gonna be that internal voice that is questioning, you know, am I doing the right thing? Should I stop? You know, have I reached my capacity? Have I done everything that I need to do? And the answer is no, keep going. Keep going, and just just breathe. There's everything that you want. There's an abundance of love and wealth coming your way. Just keep going, and don't question it, but just don't question yourself. If you feel like you've done everything that you can and you've put your all into it, and Spirit's like, and you feel your spirit just being like, if I go any more, like I'm going to pass it. Listen to that. But if you feel like you can go more, listen to that. You know, really just listen to yourself on that. And I'm really happy to be sitting with y'all because we not only we powerful, but we got a lot of stuff coming to us. Like this earth, like I tried to focus on this earthly realm, but this earthly realm is about to be blessing us. Very, very heavy.
Heavy.
So very, you feel it. So
I said the same thing recently. I'm like, I know it's coming. I feel it. You
Yeah.
know, you just
Yeah.
feel blessed already. And,
Right.
you know, I have so much gratitude for everything I've already endured because they all provide lessons. A lot of people hold on to the animosity and the goofy shit, you know, but listen, everything you went through prepared you for so much greatness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I feel it. It's
Yeah,
on
that
its way.
that one was definitely on key because I know, like I told you, I'm like, yeah, I'm going through all this stuff, but all these blessings are coming already here. Like I'm literally moving tomorrow or Saturday. I don't know what date. Yes, and I'm so excited
She
for
doesn't
all.
know what day.
So excited for all the new beginnings, for so much,
Yeah.
but at the same
I'm
time,
excited for you.
yeah,
Yeah.
right down the street from you, sis.
Right.
So then, but I'm also like in the realm of like what you said, where I'm like, do I sit down? Do I stop for a while? You know, do I take a break and just settle in on
Move
the
at a medium
movie?
pace,
And
Mar.
Yeah, but the reading was like, girl, just do what you do, and it's all coming no matter what. You got this, and I'm like, yes, read. So that's what I feel like readings always do for me is they inspire and motivate the shit out of me. Like every time, like I never felt like, oh my goodness, this isn't a good drawing. Like it's always clarity, it's always deeper healing, it's always something that's like time to go.
Just gotta get it done.
Yep.
Yes.
The other one.
Oh, I did a.
What was the other one? What
Seven
was
of Pentacles.
7. Oh, okay.
7 of Pentacles.
What's the star? Do you know what the art on the cards, guys, says a lot too.
He's tending to his garden.
Yeah.
He's growing something.
And you see his hand is like under that coin, and it's like imagine also this is like a fruit tree. It's like, is he just tending to it? If it was a fruit, is he gonna pick it? You know what I'm saying? It's that. What am I gonna do right now? Am I gonna lovingly just hold it, or am I going to take
He
this
has
fruit?
his ninja suit on and stuff.
Nice.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, what is
Moving
this?
with-
We have little
moving
comments now. Well, not
stealth.
little, but
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know what? I forgot to look up there. What's up? What's up, Wolf? What's up, Wolf?
Yo, that's lit. We done moved on up.
Yeah, I know. I forgot about that. Thanks, Duke.
Yes. Oh, yes. I would like to take this time before I forget. I'm hosting a full moon. We're talking about intention here. Hosting a full moon ceremony this Sunday.
Nice.
This full moon, the intention is transformation. The intention is healing. The intention is coming back to the self. The intention is removing the negative thoughts outside of ourselves and really just focusing on who we are. And we're doing it as a community. And so we'll be having a fire ritual, yoga, meditation. Love to see you there. It's gonna be.
Where is it?
It's over at Urban Creators Farm, which is off 11th and Susquehanna, 5:30 to 8:30.
That is such a neat space. Listen, I went there last year, and I didn't even know that shit was in there. I drive past it all the time, and I'm like, you would never believe what's in those walls. It's like this whole earthy place that's hills and dales, and you walk up these fields, and it's just nature in there,
Nice.
and it's so neat.
Yes, it's on. I don't want to butcher this tribe's name, Lenape. It's on like ancient Lenape ground, so there's a lot of ancestral power within there that we will be activating on Sunday. And
Pretty
mine
neat.
will be.
Yes, I will be doing a reflective affirmation little ceremony part. I don't know why I keep on saying little these days, but it's not little.
You're
Everything
very
is big
large.
energy, right?
Right.
But I'm really excited, and I'm excited for us to finally be like, I know we work together, but like work together.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, to create.
So it's about to be a very powerful day. I can feel it. Like just the healers in the building, the energy, just the intentions, the moon. Y'all just need to be there because y'all it's gonna be transforming.
I have a question. Okay, first of all, what time is that at?
So it's from 5:30 to 8:30.
5:30 to 8:30 at 11th in Susquehanna. Be
Yes.
there or be square.
Yes.
Over. Oh,
I was gonna say something, but I totally forgot.
it'll come back.
I'll think about it.
Okay. So overall, I feel like we've been talking about intention setting and candles and just like all that great stuff. With like So, can you talk about like? I feel like you talked about your mission, but like the power of manifestation. What that means to you.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm a product of manifestation, not just in my physical form, but in my mental, energetic, spiritual form. Manifestation is the product of intention. If there's like a beginning and an end point, of which even after you manifest, there's still all the subsequent manifestations that happen. Manifestation for me is creation. It's that creative process. I am a creative being. I'm here to create. And to create, I must set my intention, plan, execute, manifest, and allow that execution to happen.
Yes, yes, I love that. Do you lead meditations?
Yeah, I mean, I'll be leading a meditation at the full moon ceremony this Sunday. I
Nice.
lead meditations.
Yeah, your voice is like so soothing. I just wondered if that, and then cool.
It's part of the plan.
I love
It's
it.
in there.
Rose, can we put on the song? So,
That's not the one, but
hold
yes.
up. Can we
You wanna
play
do-
a
yeah.
little bit of that? I haven't listened to the song.
Mar
in a
says, I need
while.
my music. I need my
But-
song.
What's the song called?
Illuminate.
Illuminate, yes.
Energetic pool. Wow.
An energetic pull. I feel it in my spirit. It's light. When it's dark outside, it makes it bright. When it's dark outside, it makes it bright. This is light.
You are light, guys.
You should play this,
Alright.
Mar.
No, this isn't the one though.
No, I know, but I'm saying you should play this, John, like at a big event.
Ooh.
That'd be bomb, right?
High vibration.
Yeah, right. She's like,
It's bad because like she knows like all the lyrics and I don't yet, so I need to listen to it more.
it's okay. That's all right.
I feel like I put so much energy into that music video. I was just like, all right, let me just take a break. It was a lot. Trying to plan it out. Yeah, well, going with spirit with it was a lot. But yeah, if you can play the other song, and Luna, I wanted to do one last little activity. So I love to teach how music can be an interesting way to heal, to set intentions, to conquer manifestations. So just like listen to it and just how what in regards does it have to do with manifesting. This is by Deja.
Right. You just can't ask for it.
This was the other lady who was going to be on the show, but she couldn't make it.
Her music is on YouTube. She has she's an artist.
Yeah.
So
music
where can folks find her music? Because that's
Yeah,
a really
so
dope sound.
Definitely
That's a vibe.
YouTube. You type in Deja Made, and all her songs come up. Also Instagram, Deja Made. It's all one word, DIGAMADE. And she has more than just, she's also a healer. That's why I wanted you both on here, because she also does tarot card. That's actually why she couldn't make it, because she had to do tarot card readings at like Box
Listen,
Cafe.
make that money, girl. We don't hold it against you.
Right. And she's a really big activist in the community, and she's amazing. But her music is really amazing, and I just promised her that the world will hear it, and this is the way, one of the ways we're gonna make that happen.
Facts.
So first of all, what do you guys think of the song? The parts that you heard.
First of all, it's just a whole vibe.
Right.
And then second of all, I like how she said, listen, you can't just pretty much wish for it, set your intention. You gotta put in the work too. And a lot of people, they think, I'm just gonna keep praying for it, right? Because that's what in other religions or forms of teaching, a lot of times it's just pray about it, ask God for it. That's what a lot of people say. And yes, of course, you do have to put your intentions out there, ask for what you want. However, you also have to put in the work.
Yeah, most definitely. I've actually been blessed to hear this song performed live and receive the live vibrations of it.
I bet that's
Yeah, with the drums. Yeah, no, it's the whole situation. And what I love about this song is that she's saying, I gotta live in my own world, and really we have to, like, we're all a community where it's undeniable we're gonna interact, we're going to commune, but we have to stay focused on what we have to do. You know what I'm saying? If we want that intention to manifest, we have to stay focused on what we were here to do and what our purpose is. We can't give no mind to anyone else's purpose.
That's so hard.
Yeah,
Because we're raised in a society where we are so worried about what people think and feel about us, right? We're very self-conscious. We're very we move sometimes not to our own drum, even though we say, oh yeah, I'm confident, I'm self-confident, and all this kind of stuff. A lot of times we're not. You have to become that. You just after you've been tainted by society,
Right.
You have to cleanse yourself and get rid of all the bullshit and really become comfortable with self. And be okay with who you want to be and do the things you want to do.
Do you read tarot cards?
I do.
I could tell. You just described the whole major arcana. I know you've been through this full journey. It's amazing.
Something that helped me was, like, besides learning that I don't need to care what anybody thinks except God, just making him happy, but or God, spirit. But somebody said, like, literally last week, they were like, why does anybody else's opinion matter? Like, don't ever, you don't care about anybody else's opinion.
You have to get to that part, though.
Wow.
Right. This so full moons, right? Full moons, we'll talk about the symbology real quick. The moon is, your emotional body. It's that subconscious, and the sun is your consciousness. And when we have a full moon, we have the moon and the sun on top of each other, right? And so the sun is illuminating all of these things in your subconscious, and if you don't clear out your subconscious, you're going to be feeling it. It's not going to feel good. But additionally, we can use that power to release all of those things. Because we're shining a light, we can see it. We can see it for what it is. We can see it clearly. And I did a reading for this full moon the other day. I just posted it, and literally what we're talking about is exactly what we're releasing. We're releasing these external perceptions. We're releasing this concern for these external thoughts so that we can build ourselves up and focus and harness our power. And I'm saying this because not just to come to the ceremony, but this full moon, that's what it's for. And so when we talk about intention, like, set that intention and use the universal energies around you. We have from today until like next Tuesday to really just harness it.
Right.
You
got this.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah, and you have every month. Every month is a cleansing opportunity.
Yeah.
So, can you talk right quick about, I mean, this isn't a real quick topic, but Mercury Retrograde.
Oh, yeah, that's happening right now.
People get discombobulated and frustrated, and communication is at an all-time crappy level.
Yes.
There's arguments and frustration.
Yeah.
Say a little bit about that.
I mean, yeah, no, definitely there are definitely communication errors. We have to look at where Mercury is retrograding. Also, just a heads up, I follow the Vedic system, and when I talk about astrology, it can get confusing because the Western system is like different degrees. So right now, Mercury is retrograde in Taurus. So Taurus is about our values, who we are, this earthly realm, and there's a lot of miscommunication on our value. We really are gonna have to force our value to be
Lord.
communicated because people are just not gonna hear it. They're not
They
gonna
don't
see
hear
it.
you.
You know, it can be really frustrating. A lot of Mercury
Yes.
retrograde is just that so close. Like it's like we're so you see me, you hear me, no, like you don't.
Yeah, right.
And yeah, it's also we also have Pluto's also in retrograde right now, and when we have these multiple planetary, we got Pluto in retrograde, Mercury's in retrograde, full moon. There's a lot of planetary energies going on, and Pluto's all about our power. So just think about the fact that people are trying to take our power, they're trying to not recognize our power, and they're trying to disregard our value. We have
Child
to stand
at work,
strong.
everybody is going all their not me, but all their relationships is just trying it, and they arguing, and they have all this like negative energy, and I was like, and they looked at me, they was like, you in touch with the universe? What's going on? I was like, well,
If you want to know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? It made me think of like, say you're driving on the highway and you're reading billboards as you're going like 70 miles an hour and you caught it, but you didn't really catch it. That's what you just said to me, right?
Yeah.
Right.
in
That's
there.
where we're at. I've had to explain myself multiple times, and that just frustrates me. I hate to repeat myself. But yes, I understand what's going on out here. So that's what it is.
So you said you focus on self-love. You know,
That's exactly what I'm
come to
doing.
these ceremonies, you light your candles, you do your journaling.
I'm just minding my own business.
You
live in my own world.
Yeah,
That's right.
Yeah, you do those things, and then no matter what the universe is retrograding, you will be okay at the end because it's all a process anyway. It's
The
all a part of the
retrograde
journey.
is literally, it's not because of all the energies that can happen. It's honestly a really beneficial time.
Yeah,
when
I
you're
was about to
comfortable with
say,
the question.
it's all a
You know, this
journey.
is a time like the planet is retrograde just means the planet's moving backwards. You're given a time to reflect and really think about these different ideals, think about these different themes in your life so that you can be better once the retrograde is over. Because that's really what messed up. It's like the retrograde is a whole situation. Okay, you don't want to pay attention to the retrograde. Now the retrograde's over and you still live in the same life.
Yeah,
And you just repeat the cycle.
This says Mercury. That's a synchronicity.
Oh, okay.
That's what I be talking about. They just be popping up. So thank you so much for coming, Luna. I do want you to just mention whatever you want to mention about whatever's coming up, whatever you
where
want to
can
just share
people
with
buy
the
your
people.
products?
Yeah.
And-
What's
or do
your
you do private
handle?
readings?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
on mybodysource.com, you can find the different manifestation tools, the candles, the healing teas. I do into different astrological readings, tarot readings.
Workshops, right?
Yeah,
Coming soon?
yes, thank you for that. Yeah, I actually have a tarot workshop coming, not this season, next season. So the summer solstice, we'll have a tarot workshop coming out. I do different candle making workshops. Yeah, what else? You can find me in Rittenhouse Square when it's nice out.
Yes. Only when it's nice out.
yes. But yeah, that's me. You can also connect with me on Instagram. I know people like that at mindbody.source.
Mindbody.source.
And if you are interested in a tarot reading, or an intuitive reading, what could people expect to pay for that?
Online, $25.
Listen,
Wow.
folks,
$25.
if you're interested
To
in
transform your life for $25.
Right.
You know,
it-
jumpstart your journey. It's 20
Yeah.
minutes. Get it. You'll be set. You'll be set. Yeah.
There you go.
Definitely come out to this full moon ceremony on
Yes.
Sunday. It is, if we're talking about intention, like that is intention powered by so many different healing vibrations that you have help. You have help if you need
Yeah.
help to get where you need to go.
Is there a
ahead.
quote you live by, or something you often say to yourself, or affirmation that you really love?
I got a lot of information. The one that's I'm being called to share today is I elaborated on it is what it is because people say that and it can be really defeating. But I have it is what it is and it is for me, or it is what it is and it is not for me. So I have choice. I have one choice to make. Is it for me or is it not for me? And then I move about my
Listen,
day.
my pop always
Beautiful.
said that, and it made me really understand the power that I have because he said I used to really like stress out about making choices, right? So he's like, listen, I'm gonna make it simple for you. You make a choice, and if it doesn't work out, make another one.
Yes.
It's really that simple.
That's all.
It
That's
doesn't
all.
seem
That's
that
it, that's all.
simple, but it is that simple.
Don't
So
get
just
stuck.
take it a step at a time, and if you don't like it, go do something else, right?
It is what it is.
I want to thank you both, of course. Mar, thanks for being my co-host for this month. So far, so good. We have other folks coming up as well. I want to thank you for your time and energy for coming today, explaining things to people, sharing your story and the crafts within the spirit.
Thank you.
Make sure you check her out at Mind Body Source. And who do we have for next week, Mar?
Next week we have the Tizza, Tim from Altruistic Vision, and day 1, not day 2.
So we're doing music next week?
Yes, music and
class
wellness.
next week.
Music class.
Music
yes.
Should I bring any instruments?
If you want to.
Are we-
Oh, bring your drum you were talking about.
My djembe.
Yes. Let's do
Oh,
it.
you trying to drum at the drum, sir?
When
Oh,
is it?
snap.
Sunday? We doing it Sunday?
Yes.
Maybe.
Come up with the djembe. Yes.
It's a good workout and it's
Fun.
fun.
I would love that.
It's so fun. Listen, well, join these lovely ladies Sunday. You said 5 to 8.
5:30 to 8:30. Urban Creators Farm off Susquehanna and 11.
All right. And of course, if you missed any part of this, awesome episode, you can run it back on YouTube. Go to YouTube, search Glockaware, and look for the latest X Radio episode. Of course, you can always watch every other thing that's on there. Glockaware has 21 shows every week that are live, and there's years at this point of footage. So please indulge.
Yes.
Stay tuned as well for the big show at 8 p.m. with Toucan Sam and Shab Bananas for the Glockaware Radio Show, the one and only uncensored hip hop and craziness. Look for the craziness. It's all fun craziness, though. Till next week, we're out on Next Radio.
Thank you.